Hey, hey, hey! I'm here. Started a little bit early to get everything prepped and set. Volume, guys. And... sorry. I'm gonna need to adjust that in a minute. But, no, not offline. There we go. But, hey! I've got the camera set up properly now. Got some good lighting. We're just kind of doing a cheapo kind of thing, but it seems to be working pretty well. And I'm just needing to remind myself to speak to you guys as if you're here, which might as well be. Hey, well, this is Alex Malix, and thank you so much for coming to the stream. Today we're doing some horror games, which is going to be part of our Spooky Saturday. Not a bad idea. The first one I put on there was going to be Homebody. I've never played this game before. I have heard about it. I know it was created by the Game Grumps, whom I love and adore. They have always made me laugh, especially when I'm having hard times. So excited for that. Looking forward to that. I know they have another game called Dream Daddy. Not quite my game with the dating simulator setup, a visual novel. So probably not gonna be streaming that unless it's high demand thing, but I've heard good things about that one as well. And we are going to be, I'm just kind of getting everything set up here. Depending on how long this game takes, I don't know how, like I said, I know very, very little about it. I know they refer to it as a time loop psychological horror puzzle game. So I'm kind of excited about that one. I know it deals a lot with, people talk about anxiety, depression, like that. So kind of feels like it's in my wheelhouse. But what we're working on here, simply put, is just getting some things started and starting with a hangout and hey, how you doing? And working our ways through a few things and starting to get an introduction to everybody and showing off the new lighting scheme. Fantastic, I know. Not much in decorations in the background. That's going to change because all my decorations are currently behind me here as inspirational posters. Things I've made kind of help. They're more for me than they are for you, but that's going to be changing soon. I'm going to probably put up some more decoration stuff. There is a whiteboard behind me. Need to learn. There we go. Still learning how to view with the camera. I might put something up on there. I like drawing. I love drawing. I've never been able to draw well. But maybe I'll put some stuff up on that, or figure out something to do there, or just take that down and put something else up. But couple shout outs for me today. First, I doubt very much that she's watching, but I have two people's birthdays. One person may be watching, or they might look at this later. But first, it's my mother's birthday. It's her 71st. So happy birthday, Mom. I've been going through a lot, so it's been hard to keep up and talking with her, and I'm hoping to get that changed this year forward. Mental health has been pretty much down the drain for a while now, but that's part of why I'm doing streaming, is to help kind of get back, take time, and I just want to say happy birthday to her. I would dedicate to her today, but she hates horror movies. She hates horror games. She genuinely screamed at two movies. One, Jurassic Park, which had some jump scares in it. But the one I always tease her about is that she screamed her mind out during Ace Ventura 2. Specifically a scene that was like he falls off the waterfall. And then he lands, he comes out and goes, "Ah, I'm alive! I'm alive!" And my mom did not see the alligator pop up, sit there, and he just looked at it, and she didn't notice that until the alligator opens his mouth, and then she screamed. And that was the first time I've ever been jump scared by a comedy movie. It was because of my mom. And it's one of my favorite memories of her. I love that so much. Yeah, I can't dedicate this stream to her. The other person whose birthday it is also my best friend. I've known them literally, I was gonna say in almost all my life. Been friends for almost, oh God, I'm not that old yet. About over 20 years now. And that's someone who's been in here before, Blue Emerald. Fantastic. If you're watching Blue Emerald, either come back and watching the screen debate later or anything else. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I know you got your little one with you. You're probably having a lot of fun. That's the hope anyway. But come in later, awesome. I'll say hi to you then as well. But I think more today I would probably dedicate this for the horror aspects because you enjoy those jump scares. And yeah, I mean, really not much else to go through today. Hopefully everyone else is doing good, having a good time. I'm going to need to make some slight adjustments here because I spent actually most of my morning fiddling with my camera settings and lighting. I actually feeling a lamp from my downstairs to put right behind my desk, which works perfectly for the lighting scheme. So, I mean, I'm still getting used to it, but it's like, this is probably the nicest I've ever thought I've looked at it. Fantastic. And you can see, like, I kind of have things adjusted where it was yesterday here more, but I was doing some research on streaming, and someone had recommended that this be the dedicated chat like screen. So when I'm playing my game, you can look here. I haven't really seen that. Hopefully it's a good angle. I don't know anything about camera positioning, but when I want to talk to chat, talk right into the here, guys. So it helps with that a little bit. But yeah, I think we're all set here. I'm gonna go ahead and get the game pulled up, and I'm gonna switch over to the live scene and adjust the webcam capture. So we can go ahead and shrink me down. There we go. That feels about right. And we'll go ahead and turn off the lo-fi music. Go. All right. And there we go. Okay, yeah, fantastic. All right. And just this. You're here to watch the game. You're here to watch me a little bit. I really acknowledge that. It's surprisingly quiet. Thought there'd be some more sound. Let me make sure. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. Audio. Okay. Now I hear some stuff in the background. Ooh. Interesting. I'm just watching my up a little bit here. I wasn't hearing that before when I turned it up a little bit. Now I'm getting that humming noise. Ooh, that's a good ambient noise in the background. Menu language, graphics. Everything looks good here. Language fine, but like I said, I've heard a lot of good things about this one, and ooh, okay, get a little bit of spookiness going on. Second. There. Want to make some adjustments to lighting. That feels very good for a spooky Saturday setup. So, alright, let's go ahead and get started. Select game language, English. Yes, confirm. Okay. Forward to seeing what. I've seen maybe the opening sequence. Don't mind, I'm gonna be getting some popcorn. Like I said, I spent all my whole morning working, getting everything up. Ooh. And I have not eaten. Just popcorn. Oh god. Ow. Old man noises. Okay. Put the mouse on a location in the game world to move there. Double click to run. Alternatively, use WASD. Try that. Let me try my game controller. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I actually like the control. This is the type of game where I would want to have controller. Oh. So, Nightmare. I said, ooh. I feel that. So, checking the volume, and everything's going good. Hey, Emily, you're not giving up already, are you? Yes, I mean no. On my way there. Are you panicking? Over? Ooh. Okay, so I already did. I'm at the side of the road. I'm trying not to. I'm gonna play this like myself. Honestly, trying not to is probably pretty bad. Trying not to what? Panic or pull over? Panic, I mean. I already pulled over. Got 26 unread messages, and I know it's gonna be bad news. Sitting at the side of the road for 20 minutes. They come. I live that very much. I think I've mentioned in the past, I have severe anxiety, generalized anxiety and depression issues, and I could tell you the number of panic attacks I've had just from someone just calling out of nowhere or sending me a message out of nowhere and not getting anything information out of it is absolute. It's just like your brain goes to the worst case. I don't think I can handle it. About turning around. You're hoping I give you permission. I would like permission to turn around. Yeah. Look, I'm going to a cool old house to hang out with your friends and watch. Every year. I will. I will say that her friend here, Laura, is doing absolutely probably the best advice for it. Because it's not. She's basically saying, like, she's asking, she's like, do you want me? You're wanting permission to tell you to go home? And generally, I mean, if it depending on how severe it is, you want to make sure that your friends are in a comfortable. But she's also doing some things that I do personally. When I'm streaming, or not when streaming, when I'm having anxiety issues, or if I'm having problems, it's the reassurance. This is not a bad thing. This is not a terrible situation you're in. This is something you do every day, or this is something you do, in this case, every year. Going to be your friends, it's a good thing. Go through the small steps of what you need. First, unwheel. Start right. I would say the only thing is that you don't want to make the person feel pressured that they have to do it, because that can lead to anxiety going up even further. Okay. All right. I think that was I want to say if that was a tiny thing of turning off the light, you go. Okay, she put it on speaker and then put it down. Okay. But so far, Laura, good friend. I like Laura. And being that this is an independent game, I'm not gonna rate on the things. The driving thing's not the best, but the animation is by an indie company, by an indie person. Right, Emily, feels like you haven't left your apartment in weeks. Being in the middle of nowhere, watching me share doesn't sound bad, does it? It's not that. It's like they're sending me pages and pages of instructions on how to get there into the weird old place. Like, keypad on the security gate. Gary sent me the code, and I just know I'm gonna get locked out somehow. I'm gonna run out of gas trying to get back. Cop's gonna find me a weaker now, a skeletal husk behind my wheel of my car, clutching my phone. Fine. This is hitting home so many things. Like, this is how my brain will operate. Like, when I'm having a panic, it's like this thing is gonna be like they're sending you these instructions, and you're overthinking, and then I've gotten better about it over the year. Because I've had dealt with this since, oh god, I probably gave myself a concussion when I was about 12. That's when all my anxiety problems came out. I don't know if I gave myself a concussion, but it seems to fit with the pattern of like being an absolutely fearless little child gremlin to becoming an anxiety monster almost in a very short amount of time. So I would not be surprised. But yeah, now that feeling is just like you get that situation like you're gonna do something and she's gonna get locked out, or gonna put it like I think I'm putting myself in her shoes. Like I'm gonna type it in wrong and it's gonna be wrong, or they're giving me the wrong information. It's gonna set a panic code. The cops are gonna show up and are gonna blame me. The party's gonna get shut down. It's gonna be my fault. I just realized the little wavy effect. He just the little waving on the background. I'm like, I don't know if that was just kind of to convey motion or if it's just to help with the unease, but it's so subtle in the background. It just makes it a little more angry. Love it. I miss you. Come on. Did I break it? Okay. There we go. Save. They miss you. No, that's what makes this so hard. That's just another opportunity to let them down. So this is the bottom one is where I used to be. When I first I didn't even realize I had anxiety and depression issues. I thought it was just stress. I just thought I was a worry wart, overthinking. So I feel that, but I'm more now towards this, where it's like that's what makes it so hard is that it's setting an expectation where it's like your body, at least in my case, my body would feel absolutely that fight or flight, anxiety instinct of adrenaline, and it would be locked in this thing of like telling myself I can go forward with this, friends, family, and then your body's going against that. Actually, I want to say I'm actually more towards here now, where it's like I know it's just because I've been sitting here like I remind myself I'm gonna be with friends, safe. If something goes wrong, they're gonna be there. Code thing, if the code's wrong, they're gonna give me the information to get in, or someone on the inside will open the door for me. I know they do. I'm just fucked up about it. Yes, that is definitely how I feel about it. I'm already like 4 hours late. It's gonna be another hour before I get there. This is where I disagree. At least for my case, my hesitancy, if I'm 4 hours late, I'm not going. That's just the sad fact of me. I don't do that very well. More of my anxiety makes me so I have to be on time. I will literally show up a half hour early in some cases. Oh, my job loved me for that because I'd show up like a half hour, 45 minutes early, sit in the break room and prep when I was doing jobs like grocery stores and everything else. And they'd be like, wait, oh, he's in early. Want to start now? Like, but yeah, it made me so I hated being late and I was always chronically on time. The point where it was just like, yeah, like I said, people thought it was such a good thing. I'm like, no, it's not. I'm just checking my notes here. Messages. But yeah. Like I said, but it's different for everybody. Like my wife has extreme anxiety and depression, and she's like, again, she will put things off and we'll end up being late too. And I've learned to adjust with that as well. But I don't think an hour is going to make things that much worse. Would it hurt to just be honest with them about it? I don't know. I guess I don't want to say I wasted a bunch of time stalling because it make it weird. Yeah. I mean, like I said, in my younger years, I learned to actually do that. I over-explain it now. I over-explain my anxiety. It's like, yeah, I know. Like in this situation, I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm sorry, I'm late. I was actually kind of got in a head spin with anxiety and depression issues, and it caused me to stall and delay. I'm here. But yeah, that fear is just so real. Things are weird enough. I haven't spoken to them in almost a year. Really think they won't forgive you for that? See, friends are, depending on your friends, like if you have good friends, friends will do that. Well, friends will almost always forgive you and be supportive of you. For this kind of thing. Like, I mean, if you admit that you know, have a bunch of dead bodies in your backyard and you cook them up and eat them, I mean, you're not really a friend at that point. You're a guy who's pretending to be a friend because you're not being honest with yourself. Also, just for context, don't kill people. Cook them and eat them and bury them in the backyard. Don't do that. give you that. But yeah, no, I feel this because it's just like that thing of like you feel like such garbage. Like you're like people just barely tolerate you, and it takes so much to kind of get over that. So like I said, this has been oof. I think it doesn't matter what I think. I think yes. What are you so afraid of? It's and you don't. It's not rational. It is not rational whatsoever. I think we're actually getting the game. I'm gonna pause real quick because people think it's just like you. It's that line of like if you're anxious, you have something to hide, or there's your fear, guilt. It's not. When you have like my anxiety is like I can have a full blown panic attack by being called up to my boss's office, and I could be the exemplary employee, perfect attendance, everything else. I get a call from my boss, and I start panicking because I'm like, oh god, what's going on? I do something wrong? This is a mistake made, and it just spirals. And it's not even that it's intentional. I refer to my anxiety as the little idiot with the megaphone because it's an idiot. It doesn't have rational thought. It doesn't do anything, but it has a megaphone. It literally screams out the loudest of the things, and it drowns out logic. And it just takes a lot to kind of learn how to tone that out. So I think I've gone and talked about this quite a bit. Take a piece of popcorn, and we're going to go ahead and get into this. Okay. Recall important facts from your memory log. Press start to open your memory log. Okay. Got text. Call back if you see this. We're going to the Kroger down the road. Sorry if we miss you. The gate combination is on the third number down on the post-it. Okay. And she said specifically third number down on the post-it. So 8 1 2 9. Okay. And I'm just my question is I've never done that before. Hey, Mr. Axe, welcome in. I saw that you were streaming a little bit earlier. I missed it though. It was sad that I had just woken up and I saw it already passed through. But hope you're having a good day. We're playing a little bit of horror games today and enjoying that. But I muted you. 1 second. Actually reach. And okay. I didn't read that. Okay. Okay. Well, is the star of the show. Oh no, don't be maker to the center of attention. Finally here. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, long drive, huh? Wasn't that bad, I think. Like 3.5 hours. That is a long drive. Felt more like 6 from here. Gary's kind of like, we were getting worried about you. All right. See, yeah, all of these things are like legitimately like you try and find an excuse because you don't want to pay. It's like, hey, I'm having a bad headspace day. Not today, Mr. Axe. Specifically right now, because I just started this. I'm wanting to play this game. It's the first time playing Homebody. Really looking forward to it. Right now, maybe later, I can pull up a multiplayer horror game that we could probably play together, but not right now. I'm sorry. I want, like I said, I'm really wanting to look forward to this game. Really want to play it on stream. All right. Now, okay, felt more 6 from here. Worried, but getting back to this, like the lies. It's just like you don't want to tell them the actual truth. You want to give them something that's. I ran into car trouble. My mom held me up. I got delayed by a work thing. And see, like this is where I'd be like, where would be the most thing? It's like family keeps it. Honestly, like delayed by work. 3 hours, 3.5 hours, stuff like that. Like you're already being late. That's I mean like for me that's like that doesn't no work for like unless you're like pulled in work that's cause for explanation. Car trouble also gonna call for explanation. And it's like the one thing is like finding like if you're gonna lie you want to make sure it's a lie that you don't have to you have to keep in check or you keep it constantly. I would say probably my mom held me up is I would go. Stopped at my mom's place on the way over and she was being really funny. You know how it goes. She kept finding little excuses. Yeah, like I said, just it's family. If she's anything like mine, you probably had to reset her router a few times too. And hey, I take it you got my text message. Yep, all of them. Cool. We were worried you wouldn't be able to get inside. Did Pete have any trouble getting here? Actually, Pete isn't here yet. About 33 hours late, yeah. We were supposed to be here last night. Well, the owner of the house didn't want to let us in before everyone named. I don't know. I've never played this game before, so I'm planning on playing it for a little bit today. And seeing how it goes. I mean, if it's not a fun game, I might stop. If it is a great game, I might keep going through and try and beat it today. I don't know how much time is in it, Mr. X. So, I mean, I understand that you're wanting to play something, and I appreciate that, and I do want to. I usually want to play. I'm happy to play with my people and my followers, but for today, I really want to work on this, and really want to. I'm just kind of getting into it, and it's basically this game is like it's described as a psychological horror time loop puzzle game, and I'm just kind of getting into the premise of it and looking at the people who have anxiety. Like it's basically a lot of dealing with anxiety and depression. It may not be your jam, but I hope you can stick around and try it out, especially when we get to the actual craziness that I know is coming. All right, worst of all, the owners and anyone named here, yeah, they were like, oh god, not wanting to set us until the whole party had arrived. Took us convincing to let us stay. Why Mr. Ness gave us an hour of instruction on how not to wreck the place. Yes. I know there's just a pause there, and my brain is just hitting in on like that was intentional or if that was a loading thing, or I think he would have done that either way. He didn't strike me as the kind of guy who gets a lot of company. Not to be mean. Is that too mean? No. You're fine. Like Gary. Gary is actually considering feelings and everything else. Anyway, come on in. Make yourself comfortable. For real. We've got some catching up to. How long has it been since we last saw you? Like a year? Yeah, don't keep us waiting any longer. Hey, why don't I take your bag for you? Hey. Hey, everybody's really happy to have you here. Like Francine. Him too. A little oblivious, especially if your friends don't know that you have anxiety and depression. Fortnite has a lot of horror. Yes, it does, but specifically, I've been looking forward to this game. I've had it for a while and been wanting to play it, and haven't had a chance to actually go through it. I do appreciate that you're like. I know that you're wanting to play Fortnite with me. We will not be probably playing Fortnite today, though. All right. Use the interact reveal button. Okay. Okay. Nice. Didn't tell me anything. Flip the switch. Ooh. I've got a weird camera. There's the front door. Examine in a glass dark. Glass darkly by volume 1 London. Bentley. 456 pages? Seriously? I'm genuinely curious. There's an actual novel in this. Oh my god. I feel like there's got to be an achievement or something attached to that. That's Mario Brothers. It looks like. Talk to Megan. Emily, congratulations on Pumberton. Oh, haha, thanks. It was pretty fun to do. It's silly, you know? It's not much, but it's cool. How did it feel when you finally got a hold of the thing you made in your hands? Really bizarre. Cool, definitely. Like, kind of mortifying to see your crappy art on thousands of nice glossy pages like that. Like, oh crap, some poor schmuck is gonna pay money for this. Imposter syndrome. Hey, this poor schmuck is happy with his purchase. Your work looks really nice. The gauche stuff. The gouache stuff is... I think it's supposed to be gauche. Gauche stuff is incredible. Are you streaming? Well, I'm not familiar with the TM. My brain might be skipping on it, but I'm not familiar with that term, Mr. X. You might need to clarify that just a little bit. I'm an old guy, not sure on all the hip new things. Thank you again. Tomorrow, yes, I'm trying to try and stream every day where I can, just kind of help build myself up back to being in good working conditions, because I do a lot of talking at work. So I'm trying to get back into using that, but I will be streaming tomorrow. It is intended to be Stardew, but I'll tell you what, if you catch me early enough in it, or if you catch me late enough in it, we can go ahead and play Fortnite. He said, I'm planning on streaming some more Stardew Valley, and I'll be putting crowd control back on for that one. I'm kind of trying to stretch things out and make things work out a little bit here and there. Kind of keep things consistent so people know what I'm streaming when. And it should be up on my Twitch page as well of what my schedule is currently. And that can be subject to change. Again, Emily, you're allowed to accept a compliment. Sounds fake and like a scam. I like Emily. Okay, Cliff. Jeez, it's been so long. How have you been? You guys already went to watch the Perseids. See, I would want to say that and just be hurt. Like, I feel like that's kind of a hurt thing, and being like, they went and saw it without her. But I'm gonna start with this one. It's been so long. How have you been? There has, though. I mean, the list of updates. Not a bad thing. Just like same stuff, working, gaming, body experiences. You know how it is. You know how. All right. Called sleep per. Oh no! I've had that. I've encountered that once. It's horrifying. Motionless of being beyond your thingsters and adding it. What I'm saying. Bad. Funny. We stick to talking about food and movies. We liked things already. Like, only quality time I ever spend with him is watching TV in silence. And I tried playing video games with him. Nah, he thinks they're dumb and too much work. That man is a fool. Not. He is very wrong, Megan. Alright, I'm actually curious because I want to see what are you playing? Because it looks like almost NES style quality. A game called Purd Mystery. Super rare game that's mostly on unlocked copies like this one. I'm the little guy with the hat getting attacked by birds, I guess. They're throwing eggs at me. Unlicensed. Like bootleg? Yeah. Well, kind of. It's a licensed game, but it never got any distribution, so it's mostly only on unlocked copies. Clone cartridges like these were popular in countries where the major consoles distributed or it was too expensive, and a lot of people had no way of knowing if there was any other option to bootlegs. So people grew up with those instead of the real. like a divergent culture history. Exactly. Yeah, and that's actually, I don't have Roblox. Sorry, Mr. Axe. Super interesting. These things flew under the radar, and in the US, they're mostly remembered as funny, shitty. Cute. Yeah, there are games like that, but there are more people like me who are just interested in collecting them. Pretty earnest for me. Virtual collections usually predicated on nostalgia, like recapturing the us and getting back things you lost in time. The truth is, I don't like my childhood. I'm glad most of that stuff is gone. Oof, yeah. I'm over it. You know, your childhood is no. It wasn't. But we can commiserate together, so it was worth it, right? Sure. Things I'm nostalgic for are things that I don't actually have, things that I've but never touched. Oh. Oh, that hits hard. First, I'm excited to be able to play it. Where did that thing come from? Word mystery was just here waiting for you got here. You can play it too. Go ahead and give it a try. I want to stick on the topic of video games. Yeah. Games get a bad rap for being isolating and depressing thing, but I owe a lot of goods. Amen. Amen to that very much. Stuff like my friendship with you. They can be. Let's see a second. Games can be isolating and depressing. But I can tell you some of my best memories have been like with bonding with people and being in ways have come from video. Like, and not even just like emotionally great games. Like, I had friends who played the first Halo game. They played the multiplayer, but they didn't play it to shoot each other. They just went on there just to throw the grenades around on the vehicles and see if they can get them on tops of buildings and stuff, and just goofing around like that. And it was so much fun. And it was like it's one of those things I wish I could have bonded with people over more. But yeah, and but I mean, like there is truth to both sides of that. Doesn't stop me from feeling like a fucking dork sometimes. But you know, a lot of our lives in some of these old. Yep. Love experiences in places that never existed. Totally. I remember pouring in so many hours over a single save on some of these brutal old art. Yes. Was that or the grinding? Okay. So long, Mr. Axe. Have a good rest of your day. Come on back later. We'll see if we get something that gives you a little more interest. Okay. Sure, death around the corner in those games really stressed me out. Not so much for me. But yeah, I was gonna say it's like the grind for me when I was a kid. Because I was like RPGs from when I was little. Like Nintendo, which was like finding that balance. Like it's one of the things like you can tell when there's old school gamers who've been playing a while. You can find that fine line between intentional grind. Like grind doesn't bother me a lot in games unless it is obviously intentional. Like spending essentially like 80 hours or something like that, like the Star Wars Battlefront 2 thing they're talking about. Like you have to spend like 40 hours of heavy grinding before you can afford to get one skin. That bullshit, completely and utterly not exist. In the butt. It should not be there. Now, I will say the reason I say that shouldn't be there is because there are other games I grew up playing. Particularly, my first memory is my brother letting me play Beetlejuice. I'm snacking on popcorn. Playing Beetlejuice by smashing all the bugs, which were the currency in the game for getting power-ups. My brother literally say like I would get to play, and he would let me play for hours, smashing the bugs, so that he would get some money. So he can go buy the power ups. He can get play. But or my favorite is also I'm thinking of RPGs. Final Fantasy, the first Final Fantasy game had a section where every step you took, there was an battle with ogres. And it was a great way to grind up power leveling and everything else. So, there was that. So yeah, no, I'm totally, like, I'm completely relating with Megan here. Alright, fear of death around every corner in this game's really stresses me out. The fact that anyone could manage to with only one save file. Yes! Could never jump like wild genre to genre, game to game like you. I can do that. Like, I love all types of games. Depends on my mood. Always had dozens backups. So I get the definitely. It makes me feel like I was probably dealing with OCD way before I even. Yes. I will say, likely it's that if she's playing PC RPGs, she was playing things like King's Quest, Quest for Glory, Space Quest, the Sierra games. You had to have multiple saves, because if you made a mistake and you saved in the wrong spot, you fucked 150%. Versus other games where it's like this, like this NES era, like the save games you had on their concept was like. You could save from a spot. I had the opposite problem. Like I love autosave nowadays. It is a requirement more than anything else. Because just simply on the fact that it's just like I could tell you how many times I've rage quit games, and not because they were frustrating, but because the game crashed or a power outage went out. I forgot to save, and I literally lost hours of the game. But let's go ahead and keep going forward. I just like I said, I'm just really relating with this. It makes me realize I was probably dealing with OCD way before I knew. Yep, I feel you. I remember one time I spent more time in a week in Moro, yes, than I did in my actual life. Just falling asleep, waking up, going right back to Balmar or Dragonus or whatever. So yeah, I will say I never, not the same effect with me, because I tried playing. I think I went into it as a game that everyone knew was popular and literally knew nothing about it, and got it for like $5. Baldur's Gate, not Baldur's Gate. Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind, the Game of the Year edition. I'd gotten it for like $5. On CD. This was pre-digital, like before digital was really kicking off, and I knew nothing about that game, absolutely nothing. Like, and I could not get into the concept of this game lets you do whatever you want. So I felt very lost, and so I put it down, didn't play it again, didn't play any type of game like that again until like Skyrim. Now I would love to go back and try it again. I know about it, but going to sleep and going back to Balmar or Dragonus or whatever. One of the first times I remember lucidly realizing I was depressed. That hurts. Maybe games are actually, no. Feel very understood, yes. Same. Alright, what are the plans for tonight? Later on we're eating or watching a movie, but until then I'm hoping just to sit here and... Cliff is working now, but he's saying he should... Sorry, went out to watch the... We went last night, yeah. Bummer not to have the whole group. You actually see... Okay, so she... Nope. My eyes gave my eyes time to adjust and everything. Burned the star. My retinas. Crusades are supposed to be at their peak all weekend, so it's not too late. Not that the meteor showers actually want to do this. Yeah. Francine and Cliff both said they saw one last night. you to check in with me, Emily, but you should say hi to everyone else. I'll still be here. Wait, by the way, have you heard the house rules yet? Nope, just got here. Funny, it feels like you've been here longer than that. I've been talking to her for a while. The owner of the house left us a big binder of rules to follow. They're pretty basic, besides from the weirdly specific rule about silverware. The only part that really matters is that we're supposed to stay out of the cellar and the attic. But yeah. Want to set foot in either one of those places anyway. Right. Old house, tetanus. It doesn't sound like great right now. There's a bed made up for you in the bedroom by the study. Take your time unpacking them. We're not going to be up to anything for a while, so you can get settled in. Neat. Yeah, but I can increase time. Like, think about a metaphor of birds assaulting a player with their eggs, literally their offspring, and the way it speaks to generational guilt and family trauma. I didn't think about that. Real cost of a conflict is so much higher than I realized. Explorer has to jump over them. You're overthinking this game, dude. It's a clear indication of class stratification. No, speaking of so-called explorer, who's exploring what exactly? There's clearly resistance on the part of the Purds, whose island is being explored. It's colonialism period. If this is a Nintendo game, you are overthinking it. Yeah, I don't know if this shitty game is that deep. I wouldn't call it a shitty game. How long have you two been playing this? Her mystery is a reflection of its time. Wait. Are you guys high? Yeah. Yeah, a little. So, later, sure. Oh my god, yes. Here we haven't really caught up in a while. Not that things have actually changed, and that's mostly a good thing. I'm still noodling around in the trader all day at the glove factory and hanging with Megan. Left a bunch. Life is pretty good. Good at the glove factory. Things are great at the glove factory. They're starting to branch out into like hospital clothes. R&D keeps me at a distance, but I've been hearing rumors about doggy shoes. Ever feel like moving on from there? Been like 5 years? Yes. Happily the longest I've stayed at one job, but I have no reason to go anywhere else. Anyway, things are good. I was out the other night with some friends. We went to a dive bar nearby and low-key celebrate my pal Ashley's lizard's birthday. We drank too much in honor of the little bastard and ended up at one of those touristy pick and mix candy shops, which is not a good thing for a drunk person to have access to. Yes. I don't drink, but I know, like, alcohol and poor decisions. You just get too excited and grabbing at things you loved as a kid, and then you realize that gummy cola bottles suck. And it's like, why did I get so many of these? Anyways, pretty dumb fun, but fun nonetheless. You did anything exciting lately? I went to breakfast with Laura last week. Fun. The house is amazing. Oh yeah, it's awesome. Sorry if the hoarder vibe is tough on your OCD brain. Also sorry if the shitty on me to call it your OCD. See, I love that he's trying. He doesn't know how to deal with it. They're thoughtful to even think of it. I love a low bar. I don't think anyone has heard from him today. See, I'd be concerned if he was supposed to be. He said he'd be here by like 6, but you beat him here. We're actually in touch with him. Haven't heard from him ever. Huh. Neither have I, really. Anyways, Emily, just got here. You should say hey to everyone else. They'll be here. Open the door. Oh, it's because I'm holding. Because this is like a point and click adventure deal. Hey, Cliff. Oh, hey. Who are you again? Wow, I'm hoping this is not an actual friend. Hold on. Read rules binder. There's post-it notes everywhere. Expect parm. Eggplant parm is in progress. Cool. Family, what's cooking? Fire safety in the kitchen. Alright, yeah, no, that's fine. Hide? Okay, good and interesting to know. Alright. Yes, but from your offense arriving to bang your head against the wall over and together. Okay. I'm just kind of speeding through this. This probably got some good stuff in here, but I'm like, oh, no, no. Oh, that angle. Okay. Nope. And that's check device. I don't want to go in the basement. I'm just trying to find my friends. I didn't check the keypad either. $801. Welcome back, Mr. Axe. Alright, we're now exploring the house after chatting up with a bunch of people. Interesting. Ooh. Ooh, that's door. Nope. Oh, that's unnerving. Okay. Trying to find my door. That door's locked. Check machine. Act 1. A teal wire comes up from the floor and leads to the hallway. Yeah. And it does. Oh, Nikes. I'm queued up because it's so eerily quiet and I'm seeing people. I'm like, okay. So, let's see here. Let me talk to her. Francine, I'm here. Oh, hey, Emily, I'm glad you could make it. Your room's down the hall. Sorry I'm so late. My mom's really been monopolizing my time, and I need to apologize. Well, thanks for putting the whole problem. Hope you're been well. I've been good, really busy, just non-stop working. Seems like it's been paying off. I saw Pemberton at Borders. Congrats. Thanks. My third grade art teacher started writing books for her grandkids and needed to draw them. We had to keep in touch online, so I kind of lucked into it. Nice. So she's an artist. How nice. That's very sweet. Since you're here, have you heard the house rules yet? The guy who owns this place is pretty precious about it, huh? I think this place is just important to him. I'm glad you're all caught up. Oh, and by the way, there's something wrong with the bathroom. Not the start of a good story. Nope. They're old pipes, I guess. They're backed up sometimes. They work, but this big weird pump on the wall that's supposed to keep everything going. Right away, Cliff came in and messed with it, and I yelled at him. Now we're not gonna touch it again. Got it. Cool. Cliff was kind of shitty when I said hi to him. Notice anything? Anything other than his usual attitude? No, I haven't. You know how cold he can be. I'm sure he was just rude for rudeness' sake. I haven't heard from Cliff in months. Oh, really? You two so close. But now that I think about it, rude too. He hasn't been himself when he was talking to Gary. I guess it's chalked up to him. No, I think it's more than that. Are good if you everyone's basically themselves after all this. Cliff's been a prick, but what else is new? And Gary and Megan been getting along, although Megan has parked in front of the video. I wouldn't say she's self-isolated, but could be. Thought Cliff had gotten better over the year. Yes, that much. Partial credit then. It doesn't really absolve him in my mind. I have a soft spot because that's a little brother kind of way, but he's frustrating and he doesn't like he doesn't take to everyone like. Or Gary. Or Gary, yes. I've never seen one of those two without the other anymore. They're always they both really miss you. Saw the comet. Meteor, not a comet, but yes, it was a... You weren't too nervous after the last time. There, you mean, was I afraid of ending up with a concussion again? Thought definitely crossed my mind, but I haven't let last time. Nice to be back in touch with her. Kind of like a dream. Glad you didn't get hurt. That nobody got hurt anymore. Referring to last time we went to watch the Crusades. It's been in my mind. I wasn't paralyzed and I fell and hit my head. Sure, I spent a portion of the night in the... That wasn't... Oh, we're starting to get a little understanding. Let's just go. I don't currently have any multiplayer horror at the moment, Mr. X. Well, I do have Phasmophobia and other things, but like I said, I've been wanting to play this. I kind of want to go through and play this a little bit. That's and enjoying this right now. I have complicated feelings about it. Library, anthropological standpoint, they're fascinating. Fun painting a picture of someone based on the bookshelf. As a book for themselves, they're not bad per se, but very dated. Homeowner of the books. I would guess he's very much a product of his time, and I suspect a number of drugs. He seems to have stopped collecting sometime in the 70s. There are signed first editions by Gary Snyder, Lawrence Freddie, but none of the spines are broken, like they were never read. More of a collection than a library. Absolutely. These books are surrounded by, not necessarily to be read. So, ultimately, I don't want to win. You're not winning. But, okay. I'd go into my room. Hold on. Examine Frankenstein read. Okay, so around 903. All right. Oh, the angle. Okay, I'm getting Resident vibes from. And that door. Whoa! Power went out. Okay. Alright, it's definitely setting up a... let's go downstairs. Hey, Gary. Hey, Emily. Oh, what's up with Cliff? You mad at me? Oh man, is he acting like... Come to think of it though, I don't remember saying anything. Even when I brought you up. Okay, yeah, this is definitely not... I hate to validate a fear, but yeah, keep bringing up how you live in the big city and that you're too good for it. Was all he would talk about for a while. First started cleaning about that. Is what it is. Not. Of course, he's probably just acting out. You and I both know he wouldn't well if I actually talked. Gonna take subterfuge. Can't promise it'll be done by the end of the night, but I'll try to bring it. Let's talk to him regular style. Crap. Sorry, everything got weird right when it showed up. I mean, power's out. Megan. Okay. Oh no, we're not going in the basement, that's for sure. Did stay out of the basement, so we're not going to do that. Note. Fluid in this tank. Source of all pumps in the house. Properly calculated. The pumps drain automatic gravity for pumps below. Manual drain will be necessary in these. Find the breaker. Oh, so I've been that way. Guest book. Cliff, hey. Am I... Excessive bit page cellar and attic being off limits. Personal about what kind of invasion of privacy it would be to go in these areas without permission. A fee for emotional damage. Okay. Alright, so that's leading to the power box. Power box mount. Oh, it seems stuff needs powered first. So okay, so if it's down to power's gotta go. The fact that it's just highlighting it as a glowing yellow just yellow and black. Implant. All tubes. Body is a machine, the body is a house. Yeah, too plausibly for me. Because I haven't had a clear objective yet for a game. Whoa! Well, I died. Hello, serial killer. Everyone's got murdered. Wow, okay. Oh my god, I thought that mask, or is that a face? I'm assuming it's a mask, but ugh. Okay, Homebody. We're now actually into the game proper. Loading. Come on. Emily, what's you? Right? Fine, sorry I'm late. Chris, rather rattled, okay. It killed us. I just stress out about family stuff, I think. Remember something messed up just... Oh, this one actually worked. Like, I had this weird dream of something scary happen. Darkness. Welcome to our journalist spike, buddy. Let hills have eyes / comedy. You don't remember the power going. Ooh, it's not letting me talk. Only on some occasions there's some patch ring. Oh my god. Out so fast that we barely got even. Emily, you look like you did when you... Look just like you did when we got out of there. You really can't hear me when I talk about what happened, can you? This is just imagination. Oh my god. Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay. Oh. Oh. Getting up straight for this one. Emily, you should go down and let you've had a long night, haven't you? Like, we're supposed to have a relaxing weekend? Yeah. Maybe I just need to calm down. No, you don't. That is... Oh. Megan. I don't want to make you uncomfortable, Emily, but I'm so glad you're here. Why would that make me uncomfortable? Just like, I know how stressful it is to be seen like that. That's sweet. Good. It's a good scene. Francine was actually pretty worried you weren't going to come. She said you've been really busy with work lately. I guess I was worried I wasn't going to come, huh? Why? Oh, you know, deadlines for work that I'm doing. Well, I hope you're not pushing yourself too hard. You and Francine must hang out all the time since you're out there, huh? Yeah, for sure. Speaking of which, sorry again for I'm so late. I haven't been in town for a while. I saw my mom. Geez, yeah, I hope that she's holding up okay, but mostly hope you're holding up okay. And still waiting on Pete. I think Pete's the killer. Pete's got to be the killer because he's not shown up since last night, or he was killed the night before. But I'm thinking it's him. Megan, do you have any memory of something happening, like something in the house? Whoa, Emily, no, I don't. I promise you that I would. It's been a long weekend. No, I'm being honest. I was worried that this weekend wasn't... Well, sure. Oh, man. Glad I'm not alone. Oh, that's so horrible. Oh, now we have... Hold on. For a bit. Grab the cupboard. It's walk-in. Specific place outlined. White pen. Has every one of the... You can get anything out of Cliff this time. Cliff? Look who's here. You're not as good at it as you think you are. You know that? I don't even know what I'm talking about. The asking questions so you can control people thing. Like, you get the upper hand over people without them to control everything. I also didn't see him dead, so it could be that he's the killer too. What are you doing? Yes, I'm fine. It's been a long trip. Gary pulled me aside this morning and told me you're worried about me. I'm worried about you too. Missed you. I've missed you too. You know, like, I had this weird dream of something very happened. What? Didn't you walk in the door like a minute ago? We're driving here around. Should I be taking your keys? No offense, but you seem kind of off. Go take a breather or something. I mean, interesting. Not what I meant to do. Well, I mean, a little bit, but it's just more. Okay, so he's. I've been down that one. Okay. Almost feel like I just need to take advantage of the time thing. I'm making a race to get all the hearts. Oh, nice! Hopefully that turns out well for you. Yeah, no, it's like, it's, I know which one. I think I know about the hearts and stuff. It's just not as familiar, but I'm like, yeah, no, I know. Hopefully, you know, again, if you're making a race for other people, awesome. If you're making the race for yourself, hope you do well. Arnold, blah, 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 blah. Okay. This was the read manuscript. Elegy for the few. Holy lightning strikes thrice. 12. Examine posted. Number on it written plain blocking. 12. Check pamphlet. Safe Kids Guide to Logging Online. Interesting. Look into hole. Okay, interesting. There's a hide option. So levels of, and that rattling noise in the pipes. Oh, hey, Francine. Hey, Emily. Just wanted to say to you, this morning I heard Cliff talking about Gary about how much he misses you and he's frustrated he hasn't heard from you in a while. Guessing those weren't the words Cliff used? No, they weren't. He was really spitting venom to all of us. Gary talked him down. Thought he would make him for friends. Oh, awesome! That definitely sounds like something fun to try out. I'm very interested in that as well. Working sure Cliff would be excited to see you. Cliff, was that down on me? No, how fickle Cliff. He does have a short memory. You're right, I think Gary, you just need to remind him how much he cares. Very prescient of him that before you even got here. Gary said Cliff has been talking about this for a while. Guess that's how he knew. Do you have any feelings of deja vu? Feeling like we've been here before? Nostalgia way, you mean? No, like... Are you doing okay, Emily? I remember being here in this room before that thing showed up. No, I think it just needs hydrated, your blood sugar low. Oh, this is so screwy. Out. Oh man, like just not being able to say anything. Book missing from the bookshelf. Okay. Oh wait, I did see something here about 12. So and about inside drawers paper. Pages 110. The text is something called The Watcher that the writer was the protagonist is afraid of. Where book missing? Nope. I'm wondering. Go to 110. Actually, I can just hold this, can't I? Okay, cool. Let's see if this is from 110. I don't think it's from this one, but... Agnes, she joined Elizabeth, my children... This. Nope. Thought it was that one, but no. Maybe not. Other books. $110. Yep. So this is where the page missing is from now. What do these color bars mean? 1, 3. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. 12, 2. Those are color coordinated. A nice way to... Last few days have been a lot. Yes. Are you doing okay, Emily? Like, me? Something? Really just killing time right now. Take a nap. We can come get you when things are happening. No. Off somehow. I'm gonna find that color coordinated. Tables. Alright, I want to try interacting with a few things, see if I can trigger other memory. Nice. Oh, I didn't see this over here. Oh, this is garage door switch. Window locked. Okay. There's nothing to light. It seems to be getting power. Broken. Guess the front door is the only way. Oh, and the power just went out. Okay. In the basement, oh. Plans. Or seems stretch infinity, like it's making something. I don't. But metal bars stop me from. Horrifying. Okay, so let's look what we've got. Okay. That. Healing into present. All. Oof. Those noises. On the floor, it's like the wall on the wall. Door. Not budging, locking me. That's fine, I just want to see. I just... Hold on. Oh! 1332. One. Come on. One. Okay. I think I understand this puzzle. And I know the killer's coming. Alright, so we've unlocked that puzzle. Okay. Here. Still alive. If. This is interesting. Oh! Okay. Ooh, really interesting. Okay. So, I somehow triggered it. Wow, what is it? Why is it pushing me this far back? Oh. Something happened. Okay. I recognize you. Huh? You're the one with the sense better than things than you. You're the one with the sense of being better than the things you're better than. And where you come from. I've been there. I am there. What? Can I help you? It's very hard to leave there. If you aren't anything like me, you're probably expecting a reward, but winning only gets you in. Trying to find a way to keep your elbows clean. They're with you. Your left arm raise. Curious about the state right up. I'm gonna get going now, yeah. Who do you show your ticket? Are you going to the train station, the rebel side of the train? The train station? Yeah, good night. I can't unlock that door until perfect time. Okay, so let's look at what we got. My note, front door lock. Locker. Can't do anything about that. Going out the front door. If Cliff. Where do you think he's hiding the bodies, Emily? The guy who owns. I know he's got skeletons in closets. Evidently, one of those closets will probably be a good place to hide when he should. Good way of hinting. No, like dream of what? Like I'm gonna go. Can't hear anything? You should be able to hear me. I had muted for a second, but I'm unmuted now. Can you hear anything now, Mr. X? Hey. outside, you pick open up in clearing, and these jagged rocks come out. So little light pollution. Okay. Can you hear me now? Hello, hello. Um, testing, testing, testing. Hello. Go black? No? Maybe? Network error. There. Okay. Trying something here. Not sure why I'm having trouble. Headphones are still. Yeah, no, I'm getting muted. What is going on? Hey. Mic auxiliary. Hello? Testing, testing. Hello, hello? Hello, hello?